Hi everyone, it's Manon Durand. I'm health and data protection lawyer at Pharmaspecific. We are meeting today to discuss the legal basis for data processing in clinical research. In order to be implemented, any data processing must be based on one of the legal bases provided for in Article 6 and 9 of the GDPR. In other words, legal bases are good reasons for the data controller to process data. Examples of legal bases are consent, mission of public interest, legitimate interest of the data controller, or legal obligation. According to the European Data Protection Board, there are preferred legal bases in clinical research. Legal bases provided for in Article 6 give two options for clinical research. First, the execution of a mission of public interest for public structures, for example, university hospital centers, or the legitimate interest pursued by the data controller for private structures. Those legal bases provided for in Article 6 of the GDPR must be read in conjunction with the one provided for in Article 9 of the GDPR, that is called scientific research allowing the processing of health data. Consent is a legal basis too, but is not preferred in the context of clinical research. But let's first take stock before explaining why. Consent as a legal basis must be differentiated with consent of the participation in the research. Those are two different consents. Consent as a legal basis is only the consent of the patient for the use of their data in the context of the clinical trial. Consent as a legal basis is not necessarily required, whereas consent of the participation in the research is. The use of the consent as a legal basis in clinical research can be difficult because patients can withdraw their consent at any time and thus disrupt the data processing set up by the sponsor as part of the study and the study results. That is why consent as legal basis is not preferred in the context of clinical research. Please take into account this point on legal basis because it is an information that must be written in the information form given to the patient before the start of the trial. And moreover, the choice of the legal basis will determine the rights that patients have over their data. If you want to have more information on legal basis in the context of clinical research, do not hesitate to contact us for a data protection officer service. And in the meantime, see you soon!